What's up, my dudes? Yo, guys, check this out. I got the Dokomoto Saki here on Reflex, right? Basically, the Kawasaki and Reflex, and you can actually put the Geico skin on any of the bikes in the game, and I put it on the Kawasaki. Dude, that looked perfect. Like, I'm going in there trying to make like a little Tomac, little replica dude on the 360 version of Reflex. You guys know basically how Tomac's rode for Geico Honda for all those years, and then being able to put the Geico skin on the Kawasaki. That, oh my god, like I could actually see that being a real Kawasaki sponsor. Obviously, Geico Geckos, Geico Green Lizard, you know what I'm saying? And then Tomac like being the Honda Geico, and then putting it on the Kawasaki. Like it almost looks even better on the Kawasaki as far as like a real life, bike sponsorship like that and team. It like that was just weird. It's like something kind of clicked in my head. I was like, holy shit, I could put this Geico skin on the Kawasaki instead of the Honda, and it actually looks really good for like what Tomac would be riding. But either way, let's get in here and talk about Tomac being the 2019 Motocross Championship. So he's going for the three-peat now outdoors. You can't really deny Tomac's got it going on when it comes to outdoors. I mean, that's pretty much like you'd be a fool to say that he doesn't have a really good chance to win the outdoor title for the third time in a row. I think it's going to come down between, and this is just my own personal opinion, and I think I actually have a decent track record up to this point because if you guys don't remember some of my predictions, basically I predicted before that year that Aaron Plessinger won his Supercross title in the 250 class. I pretty much predicted that Plessinger was probably going to do it, and I've predicted basically Tomac not winning the Supercross title the past 2 years. You know, I've kind of predicted that happening, thinking that something would happen to him. You know, everybody was thinking Tomac was going to be like the winning all the Supercross shit the past 2 years. And I was like, hey, you got to hold on, boys. I don't know. There's like, I guess I just get these hunches that something's going to happen to a certain rider. I don't know. I just get these weird feelings, and it seems to have been correct more times than not. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Yes, it is a lot of just guessing, and with motocross, anything can happen. You can't really just 100% for sure say, oh, this is going to go like this, because all it takes is one little wreck, all it takes is one little mechanical bike malfunction, and you're pretty much not going to win the title. like that's pretty much all it takes. So, you know, I'm well aware that I realize I'm not like, you know, oh my God, just an expert at knowing how everything's going to go and all that. That's not what I'm trying to get at. I just like to come on here and guess kind of for fun. This is kind of like what you call kind of like my fantasy picks or whatever, right? So it was kind of weird, but with this past Supercross season, I predicted that, oh my God, that whip. I predicted that basically something was going to happen to Tomac. I just really didn't think he was going to do it, whereas basically 90% of the world was thinking, oh, it's Tomac's year, 2019 Supercross, and he still could win it, right? It's not over yet, but he's 18 back, I think, on Webb, and there's only 2 races left, so basically something massive is going to have to happen to Webb. I think something's going to go down in that last race, man. Vegas is going to be wild, especially if Tomac can win this next one and Webb gets like a third or a fourth, and then he's only like 10 back or 12 back or whatnot, and he's got a chance, like if he would win Vegas and Webb would get a fifth at Vegas or something at that point, he would have a chance to win it, but it's going to be tough for Tomac to win the Supercross title. I mean, it just is like something bad's going to happen to Webb, and I don't want to see it go down like that, but that's just the way sometimes she goes down in Vegas, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, basically I predicted that, you know, I think with the outdoors, it's a little bit of a different situation. I do feel like Tomac is probably going to win the outdoor title for the third time in a row, as long as nothing big happens, as long as no big wrecks happen or anything like that. I don't really see Webb doing as good as maybe some people are predicting he's going to do in outdoors. I mean, I think he'll do okay. I just don't think he will win it. Like, I don't know. I feel like, especially if he wins this Supercross title, I feel like he might get a little bit, I don't know how to explain it, like little caught up in that maybe, and then he won't be quite as focused for the the motocross championship, and just because he's real fast on a supercross track on this KTM, and it's not that he's really fast, it's just he's really consistent. Just because he's pretty good on that KTM and supercross does not necessarily mean that's going to just transfer directly over to motocross as easily. So that's something we're just going to have to wait and see. Obviously, we know Tomac's going to be there in outdoors. Like, we know. And then Baggett, I think, is another one's got a pretty good chance to do well. We'll see how everybody else gets it going. But, yeah, I mean, I think Musquin and Webb are going to be there, but I don't think they're going to win the outdoor title. I have that hunch that I don't feel like either one of them is going to win the outdoor title. I think it's either going to be Tomac or it's going to be somebody like Roxon's got a chance, right, in outdoors. I honestly feel like he does. He had a chance in Supercross this year, and then it just kind of got weird for not only Tomac but also Roxon. Both of those guys got weird for him like midways in the season. So that was a little bit bizarre how it went for both of those guys. They were like both leading the points at one point, and then it just kind of went south for them. Like they didn't stay quite as consistent right there at the midpoint of the races, and that's when you saw Webb kind of catch back up, and now he's got this pretty big points lead that he's got now. So, yeah, guys, that's just my predictions. That'd be my fantasy pick. I'd probably, like, if you could put the points, top everybody in the points by the end of the season, I'm going to go Tomac first, Roxon second, Baggett third, Webb fourth, Musquin fifth. That's where I'm at on it. I don't really know, like, when Anderson's coming back. I don't know if he'll be back in the first race, but if he is, he'll be up in there somewhere. I don't really feel like he'd win it, but I do feel like he'd be up in there. So, yeah, guys, this is just kind of my, I do feel like Tomac is going to win the outdoor title. It's nothing against Tomac in the Supercross. I think Tomac's wicked in Supercross. I mean, he's wicked on the dirt bike no matter what he's riding on. You can put him out there on a damn circle track and beat most people, right? Like, just because I predicted that Tomac wasn't going to win the Supercross title the past 2 years doesn't mean I don't think Tomac's good at Supercross, or I just think he's missing that like Supercross championship, staying consistent enough in every single race to really put it all together, right? That's what I feel like Tomac just can't seem to get down. I don't hate the guy's riding, or I think he's one of the most exciting to watch right now on the track, but, oh, dude, having a little Axel Hodges moment. Did you guys see that? Had like a super scrub and landed perfectly in a wheelie. That was insane, dude. That happens like 1 out of every million jumps that you do in this game. That right there, landed in another wheelie right there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so that's my opinions on it. Now next year, I think that if Tomac stays on the Kawasaki, I do think he has. I'm just gonna go on a whim and say he may win the Supercross title next year in 2020. I really think that's. I think he will have his shit figured out at that point. I really do. I don't know. I'm getting this hunch that that's the way everything's going to go down. I don't think Tomac's going to win it in 2019, like I said before. I think probably Webb's going to go ahead and put her in the bag. You know what I'm saying? But I think Tomac's going to win outdoors. Tomac's going to come out and I'm just going to go down right now. I'm going to say Tomac's going to win 2020 Supercross. Am I going to have to come back in here and make a video at the end of 2020 when Tomac's won his Supercross? Be like, I told you, motherfuckers. I literally could already do that right now with my predictions, with me predicting before Plessinger won his Supercross title and predicting that Tomac wasn't going to win the last 2 years in Supercross. And this year, I remember specifically saying, before this year, 2019 of Supercross, I remember specifically saying, I was like, either Anderson's going to win it or just some random new guy is going to win it. And here we go. We got a Webb out of nowhere, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But just that prediction of saying Tomac probably wasn't going to win it, it seemed to have went my way every time, but I'm starting to flip my switch now. I think Tomac's going to get it all going. I think he's going to get it all figured out, not only in outdoors for the third time in a row, but then Supercross. And that's what I'm predicting there, dudeskies. So either way, guys, appreciate you guys watching all these videos. I'm going to keep on doing it. You can go follow me up on Snapchat at Spencer Turley, no space, no capital, and I'll add you back up on that. And then if you want to go follow me on Instagram or any of that kind of stuff, Twitter, that's all Spencer Turley, no space, no capital. So it's just like my YouTube channel name without the capital letters and the space between it. So yeah, dudes, I appreciate all the support. It's fun to come in here and make these kind of videos. Go back to playing a little bit of Reflex on the console. It's always a good time coming back to this. But yeah, man, woo! Had one of those gnarly scrub insta pop-offs right there. Ooh, baby. Yeah, it can be pretty tough to do little Axel Hodges moments on Reflex. Kind of hard to, pretty hard to ride wheelies in Reflex. I mean, it's a sure enough skill, whereas some of the other motocross games, it's not even really that difficult at all. It can be tough on Reflex. So, yeah, dudes, either way, I'm going to come back on the next video. Going to have some fun. We got a lot of new, different games that I'm playing videos going to be coming out soon. Got a couple custom tracks for MXM that I've got real close to being done. So we got some of that, some more MX Simulator guides coming soon. That's kind of what we got mapped out in the future here, but I think you guys will really enjoy some of me playing some like completely other games that I've never played on my channel before. That'll be pretty cool footage to have on there as well. So yeah, dudes, appreciate all the support. Later.